So I already had this part videotaped, but managed to lose the video somehow. But anyways, it's just an introduction to the little project I'm doing. This is a barrel receiver off of a Norinco M305. It's basically a copy of M1A. Quite a few of them were brought into Canada over the last few years. I don't believe they're manufacturing and importing them anymore, but right now there's thousands of them in the country. So they're not the greatest quality. They're cheap though. I'm not sure what the last batch sold for, but originally you could buy them for like 350 bucks, something like that. But the receivers are quite well made. So what a lot of guys do is they use the internals out of M14s. Parts are all interchangeable to make them a little more reliable. This one belongs to my son. I've had a few of them in the past. I don't have one right now, but anyways, what he discovered on this one is the barrel is not indexed properly on it. So in order to do that, I decided to make up a barrel vise, and then the next thing after that, once I get that done, I'm going to make a barrel wrench for it. So I had some of this steel here that I was going to use for tool holders for the lathe laying around. So I decided to use some of this just to for the raw material for the barrel vise. Cut it up with my bandsaw a little closer to size, and then milled it down, and so that'll be the next part. I milled it down, bored a hole in the middle for the clamping part of the vise, and that's the next part. So I got the blocks machined to size, excuse me, and I got the 1.5-inch hole bored in the middle. So now what I'll do is put them back in the mill, and I'll take a little bit off of each of these edges. So I get the crush when you squeeze them on the collet inside, or the bushing. So I got a 5/8 tap for these, but I don't have the right drill bit. So I'll pick that up tomorrow morning and work on this again tomorrow night. Earlier video there I was talking about this face mill, Dexmal mill I got off eBay. So originally I had a 1-inch shank, and then so I'd use one of these R8 adapters to a larger shank, and then it went in there. But of course it makes the whole setup longer. So anyways, was using it and I knew something was wrong, so took it out, chucked the head in the lathe. Sure enough, the shank was bent on it. I don't know how you'd bend a 1-inch shank on something that short, but it was. So I just turned it down to 3/4 on my lathe, and it fits into a regular 3/4 inch collet and works way better. But that was another near miss on eBay. You know, I find some of the stuff on eBay is kind of disappointing. Obviously that was a tool that had been damaged and somebody put aside, but I got it cheap and I was able to fix it, so I guess it's okay in the end, but it's a little upsetting. So I'll get that drill bit and then keep going on this tomorrow. It's not a rainy Saturday, so I'm just doing some more work on the barrel vise. Just working on getting the collet done for the M305 Norinco barrel. First one I machined this down from a piece of solid 2-inch aluminum. And I purposely kept the diameter a little bit bigger. Just thinking that would be the way to get it to crush down on the barrel, but the radius, mismatch radiuses create a problem, and it pinches the metal in there a little bit too much, not quite what I was expecting. So I made another one. This one is the exact diameter of the bore in the vise, and so what I'm going to do is to get it to pinch down, I'm just going to machine a bit off of the face of this to start with, see how that works, and then I might take a little bit off the bottom plate of the vise. So otherwise, the collet or collar, whatever you want to call it, fits nice on the barrel. I had this other one in here, when it was pinched down in there, it definitely didn't move, so just got to find a better way of making it hold in there. So I think this will work. Like I say, I'm just going to take a bit off here and I'll see what happens. So I took about 25 thousandths off of the face of each block, just so I could get that pinch on the sleeve. It seems to work pretty good. I still got a tiny bit of a gap there that could be tightened down a bit more, but this thing is like rock solid in there now. There's no way it's going to move. So that's that part's good. So now what I'm going to do is just take the blocks and bevel all the edges, just so they're not sharp anymore, and that'll be a wrap. So I beveled all the sharp edges down, just so you don't inadvertently cut yourself with anything. That's pretty well it. I'll just put this barrel in here. So Loctited the braiding rod in. It's the blue stuff, semi-permanent, just in case I ever want to get that out. Well, like I say, that's not going anywhere. Now this is down there. I just got to start on a barrel wrench next, or the receiver wrench actually, I guess. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. I guess I'll have to look on YouTube and try and get some ideas, but that'll be the next part. Thanks.